ideally, our elementary students are not actually looking at two different variables and the relationships between them, because that is a lot cognitively for our elementary students to wrap their heads around. But as I said, we as humans sort of love to pull in that direction. So I just want to share this out, that this is not just a high school statistics thing that we are talking about. Whenever you start hearing your students start saying things like, oh, well, that causes that, or like, obviously, because that caused that. We love cause and effect. We live in the world of cause and effect. If we trip, we fall, cause and effect. The tricky thing is when it comes to looking at our data, it's a little bit harder in that we have to pause and we have to think about, do we actually have data about the mechanism that would connect those two pieces? That's the conversation we can have with all of our students. And the answer sometimes is yes. Sometimes we've done an investigation where we have collected data on the mechanism. Sometimes we're looking at other people's data where they have collected it. What I hope that we're hearing, what you're hearing is not, oh, we need to teach them how to do a regression analysis and identify the R-squared value. Nope. What we need to do is think about the data and pause and do that gut check on the data. And there is an amazing resource that I just want to share out and I love because it is so fantastic. Let me see if I can switch over and get this so you guys can see it. Oh no, let's make that even bigger. Okay, now, can you see that now? So this is a site called Spurious Correlations. It's put out by Tyler Vegan. And with all sorts of like really funny, wonky correlations in data. Like UF sightings in Utah correlates with patents granted in the United States. So over time, the number of patents granted in the United States have increased from the 1970s to the 2020s. In that same time frame, over time, the UFO sightings in Utah have also increased over that time scale. Now, does that mean that the number of UFO sightings is causing an increase in the patent grants? No. Does that mean that as we get farther along in time, we are seeing more UFOs? There are more UFOs? No. I mean, we might be seeing more, or we might just be reporting more or recording more, or people are more interested in looking for them, or there are more people out there looking for them, and therefore there are more sightings, things like that. And so this is what I mean of like, what's the mechanism? I'll drop the link below so that you can get in and look at spurious correlations, see from some examples there to pull in for your students. There's also some great ones. You guys know I love the like ice cream sales and shark encounter example. Another teacher over the summer shared with me polio cases and ice cream sales. So that's another one. A quick Google can produce some options for this, with the caveat of these are great and we want to be sharing them with our students and showing these examples, but in a way where we also, in a way in which we're creating that space for, this is why we need to do this pause and the gut check when we're making our claim from data, why we need to pause when others are presenting their claim for data, not in a, therefore be skeptical of everything you see in data.